Here. You can scribble them real quick. Well, good afternoon, baseball fans. We are coming to you live from Walker Stadium in Portland, Oregon for Game 1 of this Sunday triple header. This afternoon, we will be starting off with a rematch between the Gherkins and the Rosebuds. The Gherkins find themselves atop the Wild Wild West League at 2-0 and are looking to continue that streak this afternoon. The Rosebuds, meanwhile, are still looking for their first win on the young season, hoping to rebound from their 17-7 loss Friday night. I'm Mike Chex, working alongside John, Ian, Gabe, Tyler, Ben, Mitchell, and a host of others, helping to bring you all of this afternoon's action. Let's get to today's starting lineups, starting with the visiting Rosebuds. Batting first will be the left fielder, Jack Ossenhop. Batting second, the second baseman, Aiden Bunn. Playing right field and batting third, Jamonte Woods. John Olson, the first baseman, batting cleanup. He'll be followed by the extra hitter, Alex Soul. Center fielder, Miles Norman. The catcher, Hayden Williamson. Kevin Blair batting in the 8-hole, playing third this afternoon. Justin Bailey batting in the 9th spot, playing shortstop. And Jaden Fulcher rounds out the 10-batter lineup, acting as today's designated hitter. On the mound for the Gherkins, Dalton Rennie, number 27. And folks, we are about to get underway. Ossenhop standing in the right-handed batter's spot. Renee looks in, wind, and the first pitch of the game on the way. Catches the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Game time temperature about 82 degrees and a light breeze here at Walker Stadium. The wind and the 0-1 pitch on the way. Pop to the middle infield. Great play by the shortstop. Throws to first. Gets the tag down in time for the first out. Doughton with a nice job jumping, grabbing that throw, and then coming down and tagging out Ossenhop. One away here for the Rosebuds in the top of the first. That'll bring up second baseman Aiden Bunn. Aiden stands in near the back of the box, winding the pitch on the way. A little inside for ball one. Renee already ready as Bunn steps back in. Renee, wind, 1-0 pitch on the way. That caught a good part of the plate there for strike one. 1-1 now the count on the Rosebuds' second baseman. Rennie goes into the wind and the 1-1 pitch on the way. Fouled off into the netting on the right side. Count goes to 1-2. Well, these Rosebuds squared off against the Gherkins on Friday night and came up on the back end of a 17-7 drubbing. Looking to bounce back from that today. Rennie goes into the wind, the 1-2 on the way. Fouled off again into the netting on the right-hand side. Bunn staying alive, 1-2. Well, fans, since we've got a triple header going on this afternoon, the first two games will either go 7 innings in length or 2 hours. So we will see how that transpires. 1-2 pitch on the way. Little bit high. 2-2 now the count. Aiden steps back in. Wind and the 2-2 on the way. Gets by Ware on the inside. Count goes full now. 3-2. Rennie able to get the first down on just a couple pitches now. Count going full on Bunn. He comes set, the wind, the delivery. Taken high for ball 4. Aiden Bunn drawing a walk here. First base runner of the afternoon. So with 1 on and 1 out, right fielder Jamonte Woods comes to the plate. Woods, a left-handed batter. Steps in, takes his practice swing. Rennie comes set. Wind, pitch on the way. High and outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Bunn about a step or two off of first base. Wide and the 1-0 on the way. Little outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes, the count to Woods. Who steps back in, taps home plate. Rennie looks in, glances over at first, comes set. A throw over to first base. Bunn back, sliding in safely. Bunn now with a couple steps lead off of first. Woods waits on the 2-0 pitch. Outside, throw down to second base, and not in time. Aiden Bunn with a stolen base. Pitch was high. Bunn taking a great pitch to jump on. So Rosebuds now with a runner in scoring position. As Jamonte Woods looking at a 3-0 count now. Rennie comes set, looks back at second, wind, and the 3-0 on the way. Again, high and outside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks for the Rosebuds now. So they've got 2 on and only 1 away. Cleanup hitter John Olison coming to the plate. John playing first base again this afternoon, batting from the right-hand side. John attending Ventura College, playing first and third base for them. Runners take their leads. Rennie looks back at second, now comes to the plate. Last 5 pitches have almost been in the exact same spot. That one inside on Olison, batting from the right-hand side. Last 5 pitches he's missed with. Looks in the wind and the 1-0 pitch on the way. Even further inside now, 2-0 the count. Olison not exactly crowding the plate there. It is 7 pitches in a row that have missed the strike zone now for Rennie. Runners again take their lead. Rennie looking back at second, comes in with the 2-0. High and tight, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes, the count to Olison. Rennie really needs to come in here. Olison waits, wind, and the 3-0 pitch on the way. Double steal, throw down to third, and Aiden Bunn is toast at third. Great throw by Ware behind the plate. Guns him down about a step in advance. However, that pitch did not find the strike zone. Jamonte Woods moves down to second base. Olison now the 3rd walk in a row given up by Rennie. That caught stealing at third base, doing wonders for the Gherkins. So they now have 2 down here in the top of the first. And Aiden Soul now steps in, or Alex Soul, excuse me. Alex Soul, the extra hitter this afternoon for the Rosebuds. Oh, and apparently Aiden Bunn was ruled safe on that. That was ball 4, so there was no caught stealing. So instead, we've got the bases loaded and 1 out for the Rosebuds here. 0-1 pitch on the way. Fouled off now. 0-2 the count on Alex Soul, batting with the bases loaded. 1 away. Rosebuds with a great scoring opportunity here now. Single should score at least 2. Rennie's wind and the 0-2 on the way. Cut on and miss. Strike 3. There is out number 2 in the inning. That is Rennie's first strikeout of the afternoon, and it could not have come at a better time for the Gherkins. Bases still full of Rosebuds, but now 2 down. Inning. And that brings up to the plate number 8, the center fielder, Miles Norman. Norman batting from the right side as Rennie comes to the plate. A little low, ball 1. Rennie with the wind and the 1-0 pitch on the way. That inside again. Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Rennie still trying to get a feel for the strike zone this afternoon. Does have 2 away, but fighting the bases loaded as he comes in with the 2-0 pitch. That one looked pretty right down the plate. Maybe a little bit on the inside. 2-1 now the count on the Rosebuds center fielder. Wind and the 2-1 on the way. That one high, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Rennie got to come in here. No place to put Miles Norman. 3-1 the count. Wind and the pitch on the way. Swung on and bounced up the middle. Is it going to get through? No. Great play by the shortstop on the way to first and got him in time. 6-3 the putout. Stevens to Doughton, and the Gherkins escape, allowing no runs, no hits, no errors, but 3 runners left on. We move to the bottom of the first inning. We are scoreless here at Walker Stadium.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break a vodka.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
All right, fans, we are back. We're going to run you through the Gherkins starting lineup for this afternoon's first game. Leading off center fielder Jacob Mabin. He will be followed by third baseman Justin Herzog. Derek Mabin batting in the 3 spot this afternoon. He will be your designated hitter. Adam Stevens batting cleanup, the shortstop. Matt Bergevin, who has been on a tear, playing right field and batting 5th. He'll be followed by the first baseman Caden Doughton. Colby Grace playing second base and batting 7th, followed by Kane Kiwanis, the extra hitter tonight in the 8th spot. Sean Alvarado batting 9th will be playing left field, and your catcher Lucas Ware will be batting in the 10 spot. Pitching for the Buds, number 17, Evan Olson. So despite loading the bases with only 1 away in the top of the first, the Rosebuds unable to score. Gherkins hoping to get out to an early lead this afternoon. They, of course, will be playing in the second game this afternoon as well. Jacob Mabin stands in, takes a moment. Practice swing or 2. And he will step in. Gherkins taking on the Grey Wolves in the second of 3 games this afternoon. Olson comes set, the wind, and his first pitch of the afternoon looks a little high and inside, called a ball. Our umpires for this afternoon, of course, calling balls and strikes. That's Picklebot 8008, and working the field this afternoon is Sammy. 1-0 on the way, fouled off into the netting on the right side. Count goes to 1-1. Evan Olson takes a look in. Mabin steps back in, wind, and the 1-1 pitch on the way. That looks like a great pitch. Ruled a strike, 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Evan Olson stands ready, winds, delivers, high, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Evan Olson does not waste any time, comes set, pitch on the way. That is well inside for ball 3. So Olson goes full count on the first batter that he faces for the afternoon. He's ready, the wind, and the 3-2 pitch on the way, fouled off into the netting. Count remains full, 3-2. Outfielders playing a shade to the left-hand side. Olsen looks in, gets the sign, winds, delivers. Bounced on the third base line, but foul. So, 7 pitches so far this at-bat. Maben about ready to look at pitch number 8 as Justin Herzog waits in the on-deck circle. Wind and the 3-2 on the way. Pop to right center field. Norman giving run, but it's Woods making the catch in right field. One away here for the Gherkins in the bottom of the first inning. Norman and Woods both giving that chase in the outfield. Woods eventually calling Norman off to make the play. So in steps Justin Herzog, batting from the left-hand side. Wind and the pitch on the way to him. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Pitcher's probably working exceptionally quick this afternoon given the inning and time restraints that we have as that pitch fouled out of play on the third base side. 0-2. Wind and the 0-2 pitch on the way. Low and inside as the ball gets by Williamson. 1-2. Herzog at the back of the box, ready for the 1-2 on the way. Oh, just a hair off the plate. Ball 2. 2-2. So 2-2 count on the way to Herzog. Popped again to right field, but shallow, and that's going to drop into no man's land for a base hit. A 1-out single for Justin Herzog, and that is our first base hit of the game. So 1 on and 1 away for the Gherkins here in the bottom of the first inning. Derek Maben, the designated hitter, steps in. So Olsen now going to be working with a runner on first. He looks over, comes set, he delivers. Nice looking pitch, just a little low for ball 1. One ball, no strikes to the Gherkins designated hitter. Next pitch just a bit outside for ball 2. Olsen right near the plate, just having a hard time catching part of it on his pitch. Comes in with the 2-0, and that is low and outside. Ball gets away from Williamson, but he's able to keep it in front of him just off to the first base side. Justin Herzog holds at first base. Maben steps into a 3-0 count. Olsen comes set. Pitch on the way. That one definitely gets the plate for a 3-1 count. Herzog with a small lead off of first base as Evan delivers. That is skied to left field. Ossenhop going back. No, but it's Norman this time calling him off and making the play. Herzog has to return to first base as Maben flies out to center field. So 2 down here is the cleanup hitter. Adam Stevens steps in. Stevens playing shortstop tonight for the Gherkins. Checks his bat, takes a practice swing. He steps in. Olsen delivers. Nice looking curveball. Catches the inside part of the plate for a strike. 0-1. Olsen with a look over at Herzog at first base. Comes set. Wind and the pitch on the way. Another bender catching the inside of the strike zone. 0-2. Couple of nice looking pitches from Olsen right there. He's now ahead in the count as he delivers. Throw down to second base. And that is off to the shortstop side. Bunn able to grab it, but Herzog with a stolen base. So Gherkins with a runner in scoring position now and 2 down. That pitch ruled a ball, obviously, as Stevens still at the plate, looking at a 1-2 count. Evan looks back at second base, now comes in, swing and a miss, strike 3. Nice inning for the Rosebuds. They give up 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on. Fans, we are scoreless after 1 full here at Walker Stadium.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
Fans, we are back here to start the top of the second as Hayden Williamson, the catcher, steps in for the Rosebuds. Wind and the first pitch of the second on the way. Just catches the inside part of the plate for a strike. 0-1. Rennie with the 0-1 on the way. That's a little high. Gets by the catcher. Retrieves it from the backstop. 1-1. Williamson with an open stance from the right side. Takes a swing at the second pitch. Grounds it up the middle. Nice play by the shortstop Stevens. Over to first, and Doughton grabs it. Able to make the play. 6-3 the putout. 1 down here for the Rosebuds in the top of the second inning. Rennie labored a little bit through the first inning, managed to escape without giving up a run. Kevin Blair now going to be the batter for the Rosebuds. Fouls off the first pitch to the right side, and that goes out of play. Rosebuds' third baseman now behind 0-1 as Rennie comes to the plate. Nice looking pitch, strike 2. So Blair in a hole, 0-2 now as Rennie delivers. Little bit inside, ball 1. 1-2 the count. Rennie delivers. That is launched into right field, drops in front of Bergevin for a base hit, and Kevin Blair with the first hit of the afternoon for the Rosebuds. So 1 on, 1 away, and that's going to bring up shortstop number 21, Justin Bailey. So after getting Williamson to ground out 6-3. Rennie now working with the runner on first as the first pitch comes in. Catches the plate for a strike, 0-1. Rennie not wasting any time, comes set. Little bit inside, 1-1. Blair takes his lead on first. Rennie comes set. 1-1 to the plate. Nice stop by Lucas behind the plate. Pitch ruled a ball, 2-1. Justin steps out, takes a practice swing, now stands back in. Rennie with a throw over to first base. Blair back in time. One on, one away, 2-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Hit down the left-hand side. Nice clean throw, but clean grab by the third baseman. Herzog throws it over to Dalton, which beats Bailey by a step. 6-3 on the fielder's choice. 5-3 on the fielder's choice, but on the play, Blair down to second base. So another runner in scoring position for the Rosebuds as the designated hitter, Jaden Fulcher, comes to bat. Rennie steps off the mound, looks back at second. Fulcher back in now. Another look back at second. Now the pitch hit to the third base side. Another play by Herzog. Clean throw over to Doughton at first, and 5-3 the putout. That will end the inning for the Rosebuds. No runs, one hit, no errors, and one runner left on. We move to the bottom of the second inning. We are still scoreless here at Walker Stadium.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break of vodka.
All right, fans, we are back here at Walker Stadium. Our score right now, no score. Gherkins and Rosebuds heading to the bottom of the second inning. Matt Bergevin going to lead off for the Gherkins. Matt playing right field this afternoon, wearing number 21. Right-handed batter from Santa Barbara City College. So Olsen out for his second inning of work. Comes set. Pitch on the way. Crush down the left field line, but foul. We've saw Matt do that a couple of times. He's got the power, be it foul territory or fair territory. He can crush that ball a long way. Olsen ahead in the count, brings the 0-1 to the plate, and that one skied to left field. Ossenhop circles underneath it and makes the play. Long fly out to left field, and Bergevin is down here in the second inning. So, with one out and nobody on, first baseman Caden Doughton steps to the plate. Caden stands tall in the batter's box. Olsen delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Caden at the back of the box as the pitch comes in. That one high. 1-1. Evan Olsen really does not waste any time out on the mound. Wind and the pitch on the way, fouled off behind the netting. On the right side, count goes to 1-2. Olsen looks in, gets the sign from Williamson. Wind and the 1-2 on the way. It'll Oh, that one ruled a strike. Strike 3. That one got him looking. So, second strikeout of the afternoon for Evan Olson. And that's going to bring up second baseman Kobe Grace. As Grace pops the first one back, out of play. 0-1. Infield umpire Sammy calling for some more baseballs. Got at least one of them. I think he was looking for one or two more, but that's all right. 0-1 the count on the Gherkins second baseman as he bats here with 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. That one a little high, ball 1. Grace steps back in, twirls the bat around. Wind and the 1-1 on the way. Outside, ball 2. 2-1 now the count. Infield playing straight up, outfield shaded a little to the left side. Wind and the 2-1 on the way. Popped up. Looks like it is staying in the infield. Bailey gets underneath it and makes the play for the third out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Gherkins here in the second. Fans, we are going to head to the third inning. We are still scoreless at the walk.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym, be fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
Welcome back, fans. We are scoreless here at Walker Stadium as we move to the top of the third inning. Rosebuds now resetting their lineup as Jack Ossenhop comes back to the plate for his second appearance of the afternoon. Ossenhop grounded out to the shortstop 6-3 in his first at-bat. Rennie the wind and the pitch. Ossenhop fouls it off to the right-hand side. 0-1. Well, fans, an update from Bellingham where the parent club, the Pickles, are taking on the Bells. They are currently behind 1-0 in the bottom of the second. As Rennie comes in with the second strike. Pickles, of course, shutting out the Bellingham Bells Friday and Saturday. Bells picking up their first run of the weekend. Wind and the pitch on the way. Foul off down the right-hand side. That one stayed in the netting. Still 0-2 on the Rosebuds left fielder. Rennie stretching out a little bit on the mound. He comes set. Wind and the 0-2 pitch on the way. Low and outside. Ball 1. 1-2 the count. Ossenhop still in a hole here, 1-2. As Rennie winds and delivers, swung on and fouled off. Ossenhop stays alive, 1-2. Rennie, after struggling through the first inning, had a pretty easy second inning. Only had to face 4 batters. As he comes set, the wind and the 1-2 on the way. Just a little bit inside. Count goes even on Austin-Hop. Picklebot 8008, hearing it from some of the fans down below. Wind and the 2-2 pitch on the way. This time fouled off on the right-hand side. Austin-Hop making contact, just not able to put it into play yet. He's managed to see a number of pitches again this at-bat. He did so in the first as well. Rennie comes in with the 2-2 pitch, swung on and dribbled to the third base side. That's Herzog scooping it up the throw over to Doughton in time. 5-3 the putout. Austin-Hop retired for the second time this afternoon. So one away for the Rosebuds here in the top of the third, and that will bring Aiden Bunn to the plate. Aiden Bunn with one plate appearance so far in the afternoon, but not an at-bat as he drew a walk back in the first inning. Rennie waits and delivers. Little inside, ball one. Aiden awaiting the 1-0 pitch now. Swung on and hit to the right side. Fielded cleanly by Grace. Over to Doughton easily. 4-3 the put out on the play. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the third inning. Well, Rennie looks like he may be settling in after that first inning. That first inning he faced 6 batters and walked 3 of them. Has not walked a batter since and only allowed a single to Kevin Blair back in the second as he comes in with the first pitch. A pop fly to left center. That is Maben going back on that, settling under it and making the play. 3 up, 3 down for Renee and the Gherkins here in the third inning. We move to the bottom of the third, still scoreless at the walk.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break of vodka.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
All right, fans, we are back as we move along here to the bottom of the third. We are still scoreless. Evan Olson out for his third inning of work. Olson has faced one more than the minimum so far, giving up that single to Justin Herzog back in the first inning. But Kane Kianis steps in, the extra hitter for the Gherkins. He takes a look at a pitch outside, ball one. Olson looks in, gets the sign from Williamson. Line and the 1-0 on the way. That one floats in for a strike. 1-1. Kane attending Chemeketa Community College. Takes a big swing and a miss. 1-2. Now the count on the Gherkins extra hitter. He already back in. Olson comes set. 1-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. That is strikeout number 3 for Evan Olson already this afternoon. That brings up the left fielder now, number 6, Sean Alvarado. Alvarado, left-handed hitter. Steps in, taps home plate. Olsen comes set. Wind, pitch on the way, swung on and hit into center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. 1-out single for Sean Alvarado. So, Gherkins with their second base runner. That will bring up the catcher, number 2, Lucas Ware. Lucas, a right-handed batter. Stands in, winding the pitch on the way. Low and outside, ball 1. Ware back in the batter's box. Olsen looks in. Throw over to first. And Alvarado back sliding in safely. Sean not taking too big of a lead over there at first base, about 2 strides off the bag. Olsen looks over again, comes set. Wind to the 1-0 pitch on the way. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Olsen checking first, comes set. 2-0 on the way. Again, outside, ball 3. 3 balls in, no strikes on the Gherkins catcher. Olsen continually adjusting his cap out there, getting warm as the heat continues to rise here. Pitch on the way. Outside, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to the 10-hitter. So, Gherkins now threatening. They've got 2 on and 1 away, and that's going to reset the lineup. Jacob Maben coming to the plate for his second at-bat on the afternoon. The center fielder flied out to Woods back in the first inning. So Olsen now with 2 on, comes to the plate. Nice looking pitch for a strike. 0-1. First time the Gherkins have had 2 base runners this afternoon. Swung on and ripped to center field. Going back on it, Norman. He settles under it and makes the catch. Runners are going to have to return. Maben gave it a ride to center, but Norman there to make the play. 2 away now for the Gherkins. And that's going to bring up third baseman Justin Herzog. Herzog singled in his first plate appearance this afternoon and then stole second. Comes to the plate with 2 runners on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Olsen trying to get out of a jam, looks back at second, now steps off. Sean Alvarado back with no problem. Rosebuds talking about how they want to position their infielders now as Olsen comes set. Looks back at second, delivers. Swung on and fouled off to the left-hand side and out of play. 0-1. Olsen comes set. The 0-1 pitch on the way. That one outside for a ball. 1-1. Alvarado with a small lead at second. Lucas Ware's lead at first a little bigger, and that pitch considerably outside. Olsen adjusts his cap again. Toes the rubber, looks in. Count 2-1 on Herzog. Wind of the pitch on the way. Runner goes and fouled off to the left-hand side. Count evens up at 2-2. So 2-2 the count now. Olsen looks in. Comes set. He delivers. A little high as the count goes full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Herzog takes a couple practice swings. Olson looks in. Looks back at second. Steps off. Alvarado back to the bag. No problem. No throw. Second baseman Bunn playing wide on the right side. Pitch on the way. Swung on and popped up. Bailey, the shortstop, ranging over, settles under it and makes the catch. So crisis averted for the Rosebuds. They're able to escape the inning without giving up a run. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. We move to the 4th. We are scoreless.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break of vodka. B-E-F-A-S-T.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry.
All right, fans, we are back. Still scoreless here at the Walk. Got a great pitching duel between the Rosebuds and the Gherkins this afternoon. John Olson, first baseman, steps in for his second trip to the plate this afternoon. Walked his first time up in the first. And Rennie's first pitch, a little high. Ball 1, 1-0 the count. Wind to the 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off on the right-hand side. One lands a little bit past the berm out there on the right side. Count is even, 1-1. Rennie waits, winds, and delivers. That one laced to left center field. That's going to be down for a base hit. Might get 2 out of that as that one rolls almost to the wall. Olson digging for 2. He slides in, and he is safe with a leadoff double here to start off the top of the 4th. Nice double by Olson to left center. Maben chases that down and gets it back in, but Rosebuds now with a runner in scoring position, and Alex Soul, the extra hitter to the plate. Soul struck out his first plate appearance back in the first inning. Wind of the pitch on the way. Low, ball 1. Rennie had a 1-2-3 top of the 3rd. Not going to be the same here in the 4th as he delivers the 1-0. Grounded foul on the left side. Count goes even at 1-1. Alex Soul steps out. Waves the bat around a couple times as Sammy gets some baseballs from the left side dugout. Rennie looks in. Back at second. Wind to the 1-1 pitch on the way. A little low, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Olson, couple strides off a second there. Not enough to draw a throw as the 2-1 pitch comes in inside. 3-1 now on Soul. Rennie looks back at second. And comes to the plate. Inside. Ball 4. So a leadoff double followed by a walk. And puts runners on first and second and nobody out for number 8, the center fielder, Miles Norman. Norman grounded out to the shortstop back in the first inning. As he comes to the plate now with 2 on and nobody out here in the top of the 4th. Rennie looks back to second, and they have John Olesen. Oh, caught it a rundown, and they managed to get the tag on Olesen before he flies into third base. Looks like we've got an official review. Olesen looked to be safe and was called safe on the field. Was leading a ways off of second base. Rennie looked back. The shortstop, Stevens, creeped over. Olsen with a perfect throw to the shortstop, and it looked like they were going to get Olsen on his way to third. But it looks like he is going to be ruled safe. So, double steal. Both runners advance. So Rosebuds with a big threat here in the top of the 4th. Runners on second and third with nobody out. First pitch comes into Norman. It is ruled a strike. 0-1 on the center fielder. Rennie comes set, delivers inside, ball 1. 1-1 the count. Rosebuds with 2 runners in scoring position. A single will drive in 2 here. Wind to the 1-1 on the way. Inside again, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Looks like we might have action down in the Gherkins bullpen. Rennie comes set. Wind and the 2-1 pitch on the way. Inside again, ball 3. 3-1 the count on the center fielder, Miles Norman. First base open. Don't know if Renee really wants to put him on, though, as he comes set with the 3-1, and that is popped to the right side. Doughton gives chase a little bit, but that comes back into the berm and out of play. Count goes full now. 3-2 on Norman. Looking to drive in at least 1, maybe 2. Rennie comes set. Wind and the pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off to the back. So we will reset 3-2. Rennie steps back onto the rubber. Looks in for a sign from Ware. Shakes off the first sign. Agrees on the second. Wind and the 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off to the right-hand side. Count stays full. Rennie gets a new ball from Sammy, the infield umpire. Works it over a little bit. Steps back on the rubber, looks in. Wind and the 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and popped up. That one to shallow center field. Maben makes the play and gets a strong throw into the pitcher. Olsen gonna have to hold at third, so 1 away here in the top of the 4th. And we've got a meeting on the pitcher's mound right now. So Rennie's still out on the mound right now. Skip out to talk to him. Has not taken the ball yet, so they're going to leave him in. Rennie's got 1 out here in the top of the 4th, but Rosebuds are threatening. Runners on second and third. Hayden Williams comes to the plate. Hayden grounded out to the shortstop his first time up, leading off the second inning. Again, Rosebuds looking for that first chance to put some points on the board this afternoon. Wine and the pitch on the way. High and a little bit inside. Ball one. 1-0 the count on the Rosebuds catcher. Rennie comes set. Wine and the 1-0 on the way. Just a hair off the plate on the inside. 2-0. Williamson taking a look at the first two pitches. Rennie brings the 2-0 to the plate. That one looks good. A bender over for a strike. That moves the count to 2-1. Olsen and Soul with their leads at third and second respectively. Pitch on the way. Curveball on the inside. 3-1. So Rennie again struggling with control a little bit here in the fourth inning. Comes set and brings the 3-1 to the plate. Williamson not happy with himself. Let a beautiful looking pitch go by. Count goes full now, 3-2. Rosebuds really could use a base hit right here. Full count, one out, runners on second and third. Rennie comes to the plate. Swung on and fouled off. So we'll do it again. 3-2 the count. Williamson checks his bat, takes a practice swing, steps back in. Dalton waiting on him patiently. He comes set, wind, and the 3-2 pitch on the way. High, ball 4. So another walk. That one will load the bases for the Rosebuds. With one away here in the top of the fourth, and that is going to bring up Kevin Blair. Rosebud's third baseman singled his first time up. And he now stands in with the bases juiced and only one out here in the top of the fourth. Rennie delivers. Nice looking pitch down the heart of the plate. 0-1. Blair stands in. Wind. 0-1 on the way. Nice pitch. Just caught the bottom part of the strike zone. 0-2. So Blair finds himself in a tough spot down 0-2, but does have the bases loaded. Rennie comes set, delivers. Low and in the dirt. Ball 1. Nice stop by Lucas behind the plate to keep that in front of him. Runners have to stay. Rennie gets the baseball back, climbs back on top of the mound. Blair steps in. Behind in the count, 1-2. Dalton to the plate. Strike 3 called. Blair caught looking. It is the second strikeout of the afternoon for Dalton Renee. And that's going to bring up shortstop Justin Bailey. So this inning hasn't been without its struggles for Rennie, but he is one out away from getting out of this jam. First pitch to the plate, and that catches the inside corner for a strike. 0-1. Justin Bailey grounded out to the third baseman back in the second inning in his first plate appearance. Takes a look at the second pitch. A little bit high. Ball 1. Count even now. 1-1. Bailey, a right-handed batter. Lines one to center field, but Maben ranging over, able to glove it easily, and Rennie having some struggles, but able to get out of a jam again. No runs, one base hit, no errors, and 3 runners are left. We move to the bottom of the 4th inning. We are still scoreless here at Walker Stadium.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Welcome back, fans. We have an unexpected pitchers duel going on here at the Walk this afternoon. No score as we move to the bottom of the 4th. Derek Maben, the designated hitter for the Gherkins, stepping in for his second plate appearance on the afternoon, and Evan Olson, who has been great so far for the Rosebuds, back out on the mound for the 4th inning of work. For those of you just tuning in, fans, this is a triple header this afternoon, so these first 2 games are only going to go 7 innings or 2 hours, whichever comes first. First pitch of the 4th inning ruled a strike, catches the inside part of the plate, 0-1 the count. Wind and the 0-1 pitch on the way. A little bit outside. Count goes even at 1-1. Maben flew out to the center fielder his first time up as he looks at a 1-1 pitch. High again, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Infield playing pretty much straight up. Big gap between the second baseman and the shortstop. Wind and the 2-1 pitch on the way. Fouled back to the netting. Count evens up at 2-2. Adam Stevens in the on-deck circle for the Gherkins. Maben steps out, takes a practice swing, now steps back in. Olson looks in, comes set. Pitch on the way. That is fouled off on the right-hand side. Olson giving chase, but that is going to be back on the berm. Somebody's going home with a souvenir. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Maben steps in. Olson set. 2-2 on the way. Swung on and fouled off on the left side this time. Still 2-2. Maben making Renee work. Or excuse me, Maben making Evan Olson work. Olson looks in. He comes set. 2-2 on the way. Swung on and hit the infield. Blair ranging over, grabs it. The throw to first, high and wide. Maben safe. It looks like we've got a infield single for Derek Maben. And we're still waiting on the official score. We are going to rule that a hit, it looks like. So Maben on first, and in steps Adam Stevens. Takes a look at a first pitch strike. 0-1. Maben takes a step or two off of first base. Olson looks over, comes set, line of the pitch on the way. Nice pitch. 0-2 the count. Stevens letting the first two go by without offering at him, and he finds himself in a hole. 0-2. Runner on first, nobody out here in the fourth. That pitch fouled off into the netting on the right side. Count remains 0-2. Stevens, a strikeout victim, his first time up, ending the first inning. Evan Olson's first strikeout of the afternoon. He has a total of 3 to his credit so far as he comes set. 0-2 pitch on the way. Is outside and off the plate for a ball. Ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Maben again with a lead at first. Olson stares him back. Wide and the 1-2 on the way. High, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Gherkins shortstop. Taps home plate, takes a couple of practice swings. Olson checks in over at first base. Wind and the 2-2 on the way. So full count, 3-2 now. Full count, 3-2 on Adam Stevens. Picklebot may not be wrong as far as balls and strikes are concerned, but sometimes gets a little excited and tells a batter to take their base 1 pitch ahead of time. It happens to the best of us. 3-2 on the way. Caught on and missed. Strike 3. Stevens strikes out for the second time this afternoon. That is Olson's 4th strikeout on the afternoon. 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning as Matt Bergevin comes to the plate. Maben still on first as Bergevin skies one to right field. Woods tracks it, settles under it, and makes the catch for 2 away. Quick second out for Evan Olson. That one goes F9 for those of you scoring along at home. Caden Doughton now steps in with 2 outs. And Derek Maben still hanging out at first base. Wind and the pitch on the way. Snap throw down to first base, but Maben back in time, no problem. One and 0 the count on Caden Doughton as Olson delivers. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Olson's had a pretty efficient afternoon. The largest number of batters he's faced in a single inning has been 4, and if he can get Doughton here, he's going to keep that streak up. Pitch on the way. Low ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes on the Gherkins first baseman. 3 balls, no strikes. Evan Olson got to bring it in here. Doughton stands tall in the box. 3-0 pitch on the way. That catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. Nice pitch by Olson. Count goes to 3-1. Doughton didn't really care for the call. And takes a healthy cut at the next pitch. Strike 2. So Olson works himself back, was down 3-0 in the count. Count now full to Caden Doughton. Pitch on the way. Swung on and hit to the right side. Fielded cleanly by Bunn. The throw over to Olson for the out. And that is all for the Gherkins here in the bottom of the 4th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Somehow, fans, we are scoreless and headed to the 5th.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast.
B-E-F-A-S-T.
Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Great color vodka.
All right, fans, we are back here at Walker Stadium, and we have a pitcher's duel going on. Scoreless through 4 as the Gherkins go to their bullpen and bring out reliever number 30, Jeff Nelson. Nelson, a righty from Mount Hood Community College. The first batter he's facing this inning will be Jaden Fulcher, the designated hitter. Wide and the pitch on the way, swung on and missed. 0-1. Fulcher grounding out to the third baseman his first time up. Stands in and looks at an 0-1 pitch. Off the plate outside, ball 1. Nice stop by Lucas Ware, working behind the plate for the Gherkins. Nelson looks in. Wind, 1-1 on the way. That is popped to right center field, and that drops in for a base hit. So Justin Bailey with his first hit on the afternoon. Single to right center. And that will reset the lineup. Jack Ossenhop coming to the plate for his third at-bat of the afternoon. Left fielder steps in, 0 for 2 on the day. Fulcher on first, takes a lead, pitch to the plate. Ossenhop shows bunt, pulls back, takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Ossenhop didn't really care for the call. Steps back in. Wind and the 0-1 pitch on the way. Foul off. Count goes to 0-2 on the Rosebuds left fielder. Fulcher starts to wander off of first base. Nelson on the rubber looking in. Gets his sign. Comes set. Wind and the pitch on the way. Woo! Strikeout looking. Jeff Nelson getting Jack Ossenhop. First out of the inning, and that is strikeout number 1 for Jeff Nelson. So with 1 on and 1 away, second baseman Aiden Bunn to the plate. Nelson looks in, delivers. Aiden checks his swing, but still a strike. 0-1 the count. Bunn walked back in the first inning, then stole second. Grounded out to the second baseman, Grace, back in the third. Throw over to first base, and Fulcher back in time. Nelson comes set. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and a pop to the middle infield. Nice play by the shortstop. Makes the play and doubles off Jaden Fulcher. So that double play goes 6-3, and that retires the Rosebuds here in the 5th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. We move to the bottom of 5, scoreless here at the Walk.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break a vodka. B-E-F-A-S-T.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast.
B-E-F-A-S-T.
Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
What makes Wickles pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
What makes Wickles pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break a vodka.
All right, fans, we are back here for the bottom of the 5th. No score still, and the Rosebuds have now gone to their bullpen after 4 strong innings from Evan Olson. They're going to bring in number 22, Tavares Timms. Timms, a right-hander from Mount Hood Community College, stands at 6'1" out there on the mound. A little bit of a shame that neither starter tonight going to get a decision. Both of them pulled after 4 strong innings of scoreless ball. So both teams now handing this over to the bullpen the rest of the way. Let's see how it goes as Colby Grace stands in for his second at-bat of the game. Timms winds, and his first pitch of the afternoon, skied to left center field. Norman going back on the ball, circles under it, and 1 pitch, 1 away for Timms here in the bottom of the 5th. F8 on the putout. Norman making that easy. So with 1 away in the bottom of the 5th, that is going to bring up Kane Kianis, the extra hitter for the Gherkins this afternoon. Kane 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up. Wind and the pitch on the way. Low and outside. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. Tavares comes set. Wind. Pitch on the way. Low and in the dirt. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Kane steps out, takes a practice swing. Steps back in. Timms on the rubber, gets the sign. Wind and the pitch on the way. Nice looking pitch. Ruled a strike. 2-1 now the count. After taking that pitch, Kane's still ahead in the count. Timms comes set. 2-1 on the way. Little bit high and inside. Ball 3. So Kane ahead in the count 3-1. Looking for something he can get a hold of here. Tim's the wind and the pitch on the way, and get a hold of it he does. Skies one to the left side, but that is going to be out of play. Blair gives it chase over to the netting and then watches it fall just out of reach. So Timms gets new baseball. Count has gone full now. Kane steps back in. Twirls the bat around. Timms set. 3-2 pitch on the way. High, ball 4. So a 1-out walk issued to Kane Kianis. So 1 on, 1 away for the Gherkins here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and left fielder Sean Alvarado to the plate. Sean 1 for 1 so far on the afternoon. Tim's now going to be working with a runner on. He comes to the plate. A little bit high and outside, ball 1. So after getting Grace on the first pitch, he issues a walk to Kane. Wind in the 1-0 pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Alvarado. Tim's still trying to find the strike zone. He looks over at Kane at first base, gets his sign, comes to the plate. Just off the plate, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes the count. Alvarado completely in control here now. Let's see if he's green lit. Offense has been at a minimum so far this game. So 3-0 pitch on the way, and he was green lit. Skies that one to left field. Austin Hop settles under it and makes the easy catch for the 2nd out. So, 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Kianis still hanging out at first base as the catcher, Lucas Ware, steps in. Lucas drew a walk his last time up in the bottom of the 3rd. Steps in with 1 on. Fouls off the first pitch into the netting. 0-1. Timms gets the baseball from Williamson. Steps back up to the rubber. Gets a new baseball now from Sammy. Roughs it up a little bit. Climbs back on top of the mound. Gets his sign. The 0-1 pitch on the way. High, ball 1. 1-1 the count. Again, the Rosebuds pitchers have managed to face only 4 batters an inning at most. Runner takes off, throw down to second base, not quite in time. Bailey couldn't hold on to it. So Kane with a stolen base. That puts a runner in scoring position in 2 down. 2-1 the count on Lucas Ware. Timms looks back to second, now comes to the plate. Low and in the dirt, he buried that one, and an easy stroll into third base for Kane. That one likely going to be ruled a wild pitch. So 2 away and a runner on third now. One of the biggest threats the Gherkins have had so far this afternoon. Tim's trying to work out of a jam. 3-1 count now as he comes set into the plate. Swung on and back up the center. Timms loses his glove. Bare hand fields and throws wide of first. Kianis around to score, and fans, we've got our first run of the ball game. Alvarado with a shot up the middle, burning worms on its way to the pitcher's mound. Tim's got his glove down, but somehow came off with the force of the ball. Lost the glove and the ball, barehanded it, and could not get it to first accurately or in time. So now Lucas Ware on at first base. 1 run in for the Gherkins, excuse me. And that will reset the lineup for Jacob Maben. Line in the first pitch on the way. A little bit outside. Ball 1. Timms looks over at first. Comes set. Pitch on the way. That one a little outside, apparently. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. Tim's looking to get out of this inning and just limit the damage to 1 run as he comes to the plate. Line to the left side and through for a base hit. Fielded cleanly by Austin Hopp, who gets it back into Bailey, but a single for Jacob Maben, his first hit on the afternoon. And that puts runners on first and second, still with 2 outs. So Justin Herzog to the plate, runners on first and second. Wind and the pitch on the way. Ooh, just a little outside, ball 1. The 20 or so umpires wearing Rosebuds uniforms not happy with that last call. So the next pitch swung on and fouled out of play, back on the left-hand side. Count goes to 1-1. Tim struggling here in the bottom of the 5th. 1 in, 2 on, 2 away. As he comes to the plate, swung on and fouled off again on the third base side and out of play. Count goes to 1-2. Herzog steps back in. Timms looks back at second, now comes to the plate. Low and inside, runner takes off for third. Snap throw by the catcher, and Lucas Ware safe stealing third. So a stolen base for the left fielder puts runners on the corners with 2 outs. And a 2-2 count on Justin Herzog. Timms really could use a strikeout here. Wind and the pitch on the way. Line down the right-hand side. Count stays at 2-2. So Timms gets himself a new baseball, climbs back on the mound. Surveys the situation in which he finds himself. Runners on first and third, 2 outs, and a 2-2 count. He winds, delivers, swung on and hit down the right side, but foul. So Herzog staying alive. 2-2 the count. 1 run in here for the Gherkins in the 5th inning. The only run of the game so far. Tim stands tall on the mound, gets his sign. Winds, delivers. Again, fouled off to the right side. Herzog continues just to get a piece of it. Base hit now will easily score Alvarado from third. Wind and the pitch on the way. Ball 4. And on a walk, no stolen base. That was a walk, but on the walk, a throw down to second, which wouldn't have mattered. Lucas Ware comes in to score from third. And so now with 2 in, we've got 2 on and 2 out for Derek Mabin. Wait, what? Strike 3 called, and that ends the 5th inning. 2 runs plated for the Gherkins. We move to the top of the 6th. 2-0 here at the Walk.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break of vodka.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
So a little confusion there as to the end of the 5th inning. That was not ball 4, so a stolen base credited to Lucas Ware, who ended up coming around to score. Mabin also with a stolen base, and Herzog struck out to end the inning. So now we turn it over to the 6th, and the first pitch from Nelson, grounded back to him, fields it cleanly and gets the ball to Doughton easily, 1 away. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Rosebuds here in the top of the 6th. 1-3 goes the put out on that. That was Jamonte Woods grounding out, and John Olson now stands in. John 1 for 1 on the afternoon, has a double, a walk, and a stolen base so far as Nelson delivers. A little bit low, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Olson stands back in. Looks at a strike across the heart of the plate. 1-1. So Rosebuds going to have to push a couple runs across here. As that pitch inside for a ball. 2-1. Olson just might be the person to get the rally going here in the top of the 6th. Wind and the pitch on the way. Swung on and knocked to the right side. Fielded cleanly by Herzog. Throw over to Doughton, and that is in time for out number 2. Put out goes 5-3. 2 up, 2 down for Nelson and the Gherkins as Alex Soule comes to the plate. Alex struck out in his first plate appearance in the first, drew a walk in the 4th, and stole second base. Wind and the pitch on the way to Soule. Nice pitch, catches the outside part of the plate. 0-1. Extra hitter stands in. Wind and the pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Big cut taken there. 0-2 now the count. Soule steps out, collects himself, stands back in. Nelson ready, and the pitch to the plate. Outside, ball 1. 1-2 the count. Wind and the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and lifted to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. So Alex Soule with a 2-out single to left. That is going to bring up center fielder Miles Norman. Well, fans, we got another update from Bellingham, and in the top of the 7th, your Pickles trail the Bellingham Bells 2-0. Still plenty of baseball and not a humongous lead by the Bells. Nelson delivers. Nice looking pitch for a strike. 0-1 the count on Norman. Norman 0 for 2 in the afternoon. Flew out to the center fielder his last time up in the 4th. As he looks at a ball low. 1-1 the count. Wine and the pitch on the way from Nelson. That one is skied. Stevens settles underneath it for out number 3. Pop up to the shortstop, and not much doing here for the Rosebuds in the top of the 6th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on. We move to the bottom of the 6th. 2-0 Gherkins.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break of vodka.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for...
All right, we move on to the bottom of the 6th inning. Derek Mabin, the first batter to the plate, and Tavares Timms for the Rosebuds back out for his 2nd inning of work. He comes set. He delivers. Check swing by Mabin, but still ruled a strike by Picklebot 8008. 0-1 the count. Maben singled his last time up back in the 4th. So he looks at another pitch that floats in for a strike. 0-2 now the count. Maben steps back in. Timms comes set. He delivers. Swung on and fouled off. Out of play on the right side. Count stays at 0-2. Tim's in the driver's seat here. Maben steps back in. Wind and the pitch on the way. High and outside. Ball 1. 1-2 the count. Timms brings in the 1-2, swung on and hit to the left side. Blair fields it cleanly. The throw over to first. Olson handles that. No problem. 5-3 the put out on Maben. One away here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and shortstop, the cleanup hitter, Adam Stevens, coming to the plate. Stevens, a little bit of a rough day at the office here. He is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts this afternoon. But this is his first time facing Timms, so we'll see how that goes as Timms brings the first pitch to the plate, and Stevens lines that out to left field. Aussenhop gives it chase, settles under it. 1 pitch, another out for Timms. 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So with nobody on and 2 away, Matt Bergevin, the right fielder, steps in. Matt has flown out to left and right field in his 2 plate appearances. He's made good contact. The ball just hasn't managed to find grass so far, though. He looks at the first pitch going by. 1-0. Timms delivers outside. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Williamson retrieves the ball that had gotten away from him and slings it back to Timms. Timms back up on the rubber. Gets his sign, comes set. Pitch on the way. Cut on and miss. Strike 1. Bergevin still ahead in the count, 2-1. As he bats here with nobody on and 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Wind and the pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Tried to hold up his swing but could not. 2-2. Pitch looked juicy coming up to the plate but found the dirt, and Bergevin could not check his swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Timms to the plate. Outside, ball 3. And again, the umpires in white not thrilled with that call, but definitely outside. 3-2. Timms pitch on the way. Outside, ball 4. So Bergevin draws himself a 2-out walk. Timms not pleased with Picklebot's calls. Thought he had him on the 2-2 pitch. Definitely thought he had him on the 3-2. Both of those ruled outside, so Timms' inning will continue. That'll bring up first baseman Caden Doughton. As Doughton takes the first pitch and flies that out to right field, Woods couple steps back, settles under it and makes the catch, and that will retire the side for the Gherkins. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on. We head to the top of the 7th, 2-0 Gherkins.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/BeFast.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Great color vodka.
What makes Wickles pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
All right, fans, we are back, and again, we've had a great pitchers duel here to start off this triple header. Gherkins lead 2-0 here as we move to the top of the 7th inning, and Jeff Nelson's afternoon is done for the Gherkins. He went 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, no runs, no errors, and stranded 1 runner. He is in line for the win this afternoon, at least as it stands right now. His reliever, number 14, Eric Kessler. Kessler from Jamestown University, a righty. Stands in at 5'10", and the first batter he is going to face is going to be the catcher, Hayden Williamson, who tries to put down a bunt, pops it up to the right side or left side, and lands in no man's land. Hayden Williamson with a bunt single. He caught everybody off guard there. So Rosebuds going small ball here to start their top of the 7th inning. They trail 2, and this is probably going to be their last chance. Remember, with the triple header this afternoon, we are only going 7 innings or 2 hours for each game. That pitch in the dirt, and that is going to allow Williamson to scamper on down to second base. Wild pitch by Kessler. So now a runner in scoring position for the Rosebuds. Kevin Blair, the third baseman, up at the plate with a 1-0 count as he skies it to shallow center field, and that drops in for a base hit. Hayden Williamson had to hold up. Grace gave chase from second base, lost his glasses on the play, but could not track the ball. So back-to-back singles here to start off the top of the 7th inning for the Rosebuds. That will actually bring the go-ahead run to the plate in number 21, Justin Bailey. Wind and the pitch on the way. Outside and high, ball 1, 1-0. Williamson on at second. Blair gets a lead at first. Wind and the pitch on the way to Bailey. Oh, big swing and a miss by the shortstop. Count goes to 1-1. Rosebuds looking for just a little bit of offense here. They do not need much with the Gherkins clinging to a 2-0 lead. Pitch on the way. Low ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. Bailey 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Flew out to the center fielders last time up in the 4th. Skies one to the right side, but foul, and that's going to get out of play on the berm. That'll even up the count at 2-2. Kessler just trying to get 3 outs here to preserve the win. Pick up the save. Stares in at his catcher. Comes set. Wind and the 2-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Bailey tried to hold up his swing but could not. 1 away here in the top of the 7th. And that is going to bring up the designated hitter, Jaden Fulsher. Jaden singled back in the 5th inning. 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Kessler comes set and delivers. Pop fly to second base. Fielded quickly by the second baseman. So that put out goes 4. Put out 4. So 2 away. That'll turn over the lineup, and Jack Ossenhop to the plate. 0 for 3 on the afternoon. Looking for his first base hit. Single might do some damage here. 2 on, 2 out. Wind and the pitch on the way. Off the plate outside, ball 1. Williamson takes a lead at second. Blair on at first. Kessler looks in, wind, and the pitch. Low ball 2. 2-0 the count on the Rosebuds left fielder. Steps in, taps home plate. Kessler comes set. Wind and the 2-0 pitch on the way. Line to the second baseman, Grace. Fields it cleanly, and that will end the 7th. And that will end our ball game. Gherkins 2, Rosebuds, nothing. A great pitching duel this afternoon here at Walker Stadium. Jeff Nelson going to get the win for the Gherkins. Eric Kessler the save. Fans, we're going to be back at a little bit after 3 o'clock for our second game of the afternoon, and that is going to put the Gherkins against the Gresham Grey Wolves. That is actually going to start at 4:05, so make sure you check us out on the web. Our final here from the walk, Gherkins 2, Rosebuds nothing.